third sem CSE. I'm going to present my data analysis project on LeetCode. LeetCode is an online coding platform which helps coders to improve their problem solving skill and also prepare for technical interviews. I have used the data set from the Kaggle. Kaggle is an online platform which helps us explore the data field of data science. In the first steps, I have downloaded the Kaggle and I am syncing the data set with my Jupyter Notebook. Then I'm importing the required libraries and I'm extracting the CSV file for the analysis. Once I've imported the libraries and extracted the CSV file, this is how my data set looks. It has got title. Title gives the heading of the problem. Description is the overall problem statement of that particular problem. Is premium tells if the problem is a premium content or not. Difficulty column has got 3 levels: easy, medium, and hard. Then the solution and the URL gives the links for the solution and the problem respectively. The acceptance rate gives the average acceptance of that particular problem. Then the accepted column gives the number of solutions accepted for that particular problem for all the number of submissions that you have. After this is the basic information of how my data set is looking. Since there are some null values, there had to be some data cleaning and pre-processing, for which I have dropped some columns which were not necessary for the analysis. Then also I have created some functions to handle the null values and also the duplicates. These are the two functions which handles the accepted and submissions column. The first function converts the accepted column to from a string to a float, which helps in the analysis. Likewise, for the submissions, the values are converted from string to float. After the data cleaning, this is how the accepted and submissions column look. Before it was 41 million, but now it is a float value, which will be easier for the analysis. This is the basic descriptive statistics of the data. Here we are able to see that the maximum number of unique problems available in the data set is around 1825, and we are also able to get the acceptance rate, average acceptance rate, and also all the minimum and maximum values of all the columns that are present in the data set. Next, coming to the data visualization part, first I wanted to analyze how many problems are available in each difficulty level. So as we can see from the graph, easy and hard problems have got almost equal number, around 400 questions, and medium level questions are about double the number, which clearly tells that medium questions have got a higher prominence in these types of platforms. Then the next thing I wanted to analyze was the difficulty versus acceptance rate. So in this, we can clearly see that the easy questions have got a higher range of acceptance rate, and also the medium levels have also got a good acceptance rate, but as we can see, the hard problems have got very less acceptance rate as well. 10% and 20% are also some values for the hard questions. So this tells that the acceptance for a beginner to start with, it would be easy to start with easy or medium problems and gradually increase his or her problem solving skills. Then this graph tells the difficulty versus submissions and difficulty versus accepted. These are the two things that are related. The accepted and submissions are actually related. For all the submissions we do, not all questions are getting accepted. So these two graphs gives an overview of the difficulty levels and also the number of solutions that are accepted per problem. So as we can clearly see, even in these graphs, easy and medium questions have got a higher submissions rate, and also the number of questions that are accepted. And the hard level is a very small number, which clearly tells that even the community in the LeetCode are actively engaged in solving easy and medium level problems, so that it will be easy to start with and gradually increase the problem solving skills. Then next I've made a topic-wise analysis of the difficulty levels. I've picked only 12 topics which are important for the data structures in our algorithms part. From these plots, we can clearly see that the arrays, strings, and hash tables have got the maximum number of easy and medium level problems, which would clearly state that it is a beginner friendly topics. These are beginner friendly topics and would be very much easy for a beginner to start with and have a lot of practice in them. We can also see that some topics like binary search, graph, and dynamic programming have got maximum number of medium and hard problems than the easy problems, which would clearly state that it would be very challenging for a beginner to start off with these topics and increase their skill. Then this is a pie chart which tells us that out of all the problems that are present on the LeetCode platform, around 67% of those questions are asked in the FANG interviews, which is a very large number for any person to practice and practice for their target company for the technical interviews. Next, we have the top 20 companies which have asked similar problems or the same problems in their coding interviews. As we can see, Amazon, Google, Facebook, and Microsoft have got the largest number or the largest share in these problems. So if someone is targeting these companies, he or she would be very likely to find many such similar problems to practice on and improve their skills. Then there is a plot of company-wise difficulty levels. What company asks what difficulty level problems. So for this also, I have analyzed only 6 companies. I have analyzed for Amazon, Google, Facebook, Goldman Sachs, Adobe, and Apple. Even from these graphs, we can clearly see that Amazon, Google, and Facebook have asked more number of easy problems than the hard problems. And we can also see that out of all the companies that I've analyzed, medium problem stands to be very prominent, which clearly tells that all the technical interviews are going to be inclined to more number of medium level questions than the easy and hard level questions. Then from the correlation heat map, we can see that the submissions versus the accepted has got a very strong correlation, which tells that more the number of submissions that is made for a particular problem, the chances of the solution getting accepted also increases. And similarly, we have got negative indexes for acceptance rate and frequency as well, which tells that no matter with what frequency that problem is attempted, the acceptance rate might or might not change, is what we can infer from the negative correlation. Then these are some conclusions that I've made from the analysis. There is a decent distribution of all levels of problems, easy, medium, and hard. Easy problems and hard problems are around 400, and the medium level we have got 800 to 1000 problems. The easy level questions exhibit a higher acceptance rate, which would suggest that starting off with these topics or these questions would be very efficient and easy for a beginner. Then for a beginner, it would be better to start with topics like arrays, hash tables, and strings to get comfortable with coding and practice it on a regular basis. These topics provide a rich set of easy and medium level problems, allowing beginners to gradually shift from easy to medium level problems, also growing their skills on the way. Then topics like graphs, dynamic programming, and also binary search have got more hard problems, which clearly tells that those topics can be very challenging for the beginner. And it would not be very easy to shift from easy to medium level problems, since there are very less number of easy level problems. And out of all the problems, around 67% of them are asked in FANG interviews, which is a very large number for any beginner to practice and based on their target company. Then out of the 6 companies that were analyzed, Amazon, Google, and Facebook have got very a good set of easy and medium level problems, so that would motivate any user to learn more, practice more, and prepare for the technical interviews. And the Note the medium level problems are the most significant in any interview. They would constitute for the majority of the interview, suggesting that the user or the beginner should start off with easy problems and make sure he shifts to medium level problems and practice more of them to gain confidence for the technical interviews. As I already told, for a beginner it would be very good to start off with easy level problems and gradually make transition to make himself comfortable and do this on a regular basis. Thank you.